Hi there. How are you doing, A30? Hope you're doing well with Quint 5. And so stay on track with your assignments. We have deadlines posted on Google Classroom, and we have the big novel study coming to a conclusion next week, and our tourism project coming to a conclusion the following week. And take note of the May long weekend. There's no school on the Monday, and on May 28th, the Friday, there's no school as well. That's PD day. So be sure that you are watching the calendar as well. And on those off days, you're working on all your assignments that you need to complete. And we have a whole list of assignments and that have been completed up to this point. Check out Google Classroom for that. And we are moving forward. So I hope you have your assignments in. Everything's been marked up to Canadianisms. So be sure that you are getting those assignments in. And for those students I have had a conversation with, please continue to chip away at those assignments so we can get you back on track. And right now with Hockey People's History, there is a playlist on my YouTube channel, so please, if you need to watch that again, or if you haven't watched it yet, please do so. The questions are also located in the course outline booklet on starting at page 47, so be sure that you are up to date on that. And we're aiming for all three questions to fit in with about 450 words. We want to work on the skill of getting to the point, and of course validating your responses, making references to the documentary. Okay, so the Hockey People's History is a great way to view how diverse our identity is in Canada, how hockey brings us together as a nation, no matter what your background is, what your culture is, what your gender is. Hockey is that glue that brings us together. And ironically, it also changes the perceptions of different groups in our country. You could be alienated to one extent, but then when hockey is brought in, all of a sudden you're heroes. And that's a good example of that would be the Icelandic Canadians that lived in Manitoba, and they represented Canada at the first Olympic Games where hockey was played, and they won the first gold medal as well. So, before they couldn't get ice time to play their game, and now they win, and now they're heroes. So no more name calling or anything like that. It's a total 180 on the perception wheel, I guess we'll call it. And same with the women. When the men went off to fight in World War I, a lot of factories, jobs needed workers, and women stepped in, and because they had to take care of their families. And at the same time, they also stepped in for hockey, because hockey was starting to it almost disappeared, really. And if it wasn't for the women playing the game, our identity would have been lost forever when you think about it, because hockey spread like wildfire from the early days, from the top down, the upper class, middle class, the lower class, and so those are the seeds that are being planted right across the nation, and then a big chunk of the players disappear because they're fighting for Canada. It's a different game, a violent one at that, and a costly one at that. And the women, they did their part to keep the nation together, and to help us move forward as well. And they would get another opportunity later on to represent Canada on the world stage. And there's still a discrepancy or gap between sports with the men and the women, but if we continue to work together, that hockey will continue to be that glue that keeps us together. Be sure you're answering those questions, as I stated earlier, and you're validating using references from the documentary. If you need to view the documentary again, it's on the playlist. Otherwise, we will be having those episodes in class, and we'll be finishing the rest of this month with that, and then we'll be moving into a little more about our heritage, and we'll be covering a wide range of topics there. And then we have Outside Circle and Tigers of the Snow, the story of Maurice Rocket Richard and his fight with between French Canada and English Canada. We're just touching on that right now. And let's see, and then our TED Talks. And it's the end, then the school year's done. So June's going to come pretty quick. So time management is crucial. So let's finish up May strong and get these big ticket items out of the way so that June we can just focus on in-class assignments. Okay? If you have any questions, please let me know. Take care. Be safe.